India-US hold 2+2 dialogue, signed 5 agreements, decide to uphold rules-based international order. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges people not to drop their guards against COVID-19 during the festive season. Union Road and Highways Minister lays foundation for 9 projects in Tripura, says they will boost trade ties with Bangladesh. COVID recovery rate goes past 90%, fatality rate falls to global low of 1.5%. BCCI announces Indian squads for upcoming tour of Australia. 4 more bowlers find a place in teams. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Anupa, now with the details. In national news first, the third India-US 2+2 ministerial dialogue was held at Hyderabad House in New Delhi today. From the Indian side, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar led the delegation. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Secretary of Defence Mark Esper led the US delegation. The countries signed 5 agreements, briefing reporters after the deliberations. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said India-US military-to-military cooperation is progressing very well. Signing of the Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement BECA today is a significant achievement. Both the countries also agreed to uphold rules-based international order and the territorial integrity and sovereignty of the states. Dr. Jaishankar said India and US can make a real difference when it comes to regional and global challenges, whether it is in respecting territorial integrity and countering terrorism for ensuring prosperity.
The meeting today, we have had comprehensive discussions on key aspects of our bilateral and multilateral cooperation. We considered the major challenges we face, the need for quick economic recovery and growth, prevention of the pandemic rebuild, the global supply chains.
In more national news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today urged people of the country not to become lenient about precautions related to corona during this festive season. He said that with the strict adherence to social distancing, the country will be able to defeat the deadly virus. He was speaking to the beneficiaries of Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Niti, PM Swanidhi scheme in Uttar Pradesh. Modi said many government schemes like Jan Dhan, Ayushman, Ujjwala, PM Swanidhi have helped people to fight the corona pandemic in a better way. He said that the banks are now reaching the poor in the country and it is the result of continuous work of the government. Speaking about the PM Swanidhi scheme, Modi said such a scheme for street vendors was introduced for the first time after independence in the country. The swift implementation of the scheme is significant. There is no need for a middleman to get the benefit of the scheme, he added.
स्थिति का भी मुकाबला ये देश कैसे करता है, यूपी के लोग कैसे संकट से लड़ने की ताकत रखते हैं, ये दिन इसका साक्षी है.
Moving on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today greeted all ranks of the courageous infantry on the special occasion of Infantry Day. In a tweet, Modi said India is proud of role played by the infantry in protecting the nation. He said their bravery continues to motivate millions. Union Road and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari virtually laid the foundation stones for the 9 national highway projects in the state through video conferencing this morning. Under today's awarded highway projects, 2,752 crore rupees will be spent for development of 262-kilometer roads in the state. The minister also announced that his ministry will prepare detailed project reports for 4 more national highway stretches, including a 4-lane bypass in Agartala. The project's total length will be 365 kilometers with an estimated cost of 7,520 crore rupees. Gadkari said the new projects included 21.4 km Jolaibari-Belonia of NH 108A, which will boost smooth communication and trade relations with neighbouring Bangladesh. In Assam, the Pradesh BJP today expressed confidence that it will emerge victorious in 2021 assembly elections in the state. Talking to the media in Guwahati, Pradesh BJP President Ranjit Kumar Das said that the party's confidence level is more than 100%. He announced an organizational program scheduled of the party to be effective from October 29 to December. The programs include media workshops, training camps for those in charge of the work in assembly seats and coordinators. The party will organize a statewide run for unity on October 31st, the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The union government today said that the country's COVID-19 recovery rate has crossed 90.62%. More than 63,000 COVID patients recovered during the last 24 hours. The Health Ministry said the total number of recoveries has crossed 72 lakhs. The actual caseload currently comprises only 7.88% of the total positive cases. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 6,25,000. During the past 24 hours, 34,469 new cases were reported, taking the total number of positive cases in the country to more than 79,46,000. Currently, India's case fatality rate is at 1.50%, which is one of the lowest globally. During the last 24 hours, 488 deaths were reported, taking the toll to 1,19,502. In Corona update from Northeast, in Arunachal Pradesh with 86 new cases, the total number of active cases has reached 2,174 with 35 deaths. In Manipur, the number of active COVID-19 patients is now 4,223 with 144 deaths in Meghalaya. The number of active cases is 1,514. The death toll is 81. In Mizoram, the active cases stand at 315 with no death reported so far in the state. Nagaland has a total number of 1,838 active cases with 33 deaths. Sikkim has 245 active cases where the number of deaths stands at 65. In Tripura, there are 1,796 active cases with 344 deaths. In Assam, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma in a tweet informed that 215 positive cases were reported during the last 24 hours. A total of 14,225 tests were conducted in that period and the positive rate is 1.51%. 2,832 patients were recovered in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate has crossed 92%. The upsurge in the coronavirus crisis goes on undaunted despite the relentless battle by frontline COVID warriors. While the active cases at the global level is pegged at 4,38,25,904, the number of recovered is 3,22,07,594 and the death toll is 1,16,05,300. In the COVID-19 global scenario, USA tops the list with over 89 lakh positive cases, followed by India and then Brazil with over 54 lakh cases. The Vigilance Awareness Week is being observed from today till the 2nd of November. This year, the theme is Satark Bharat, Samridh Bharat, Vigilant India, Prosperous India. Central Vigilance Commissioner Sanjay Kothari administered the pledge at Central Vigilance Commission, New Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Kothari said all should work with integrity and probity. Vigilance Awareness Week is observed every year in the week in which the birthday of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel falls on the 31st of October. The CBI is hosting a 3-day national conference on vigilance and anti-corruption beginning today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the event via video conferencing this evening. In sports news, the BCCI has announced that Indian squads for the upcoming tour of Australia, the team's first international outing since the COVID-19 lockdown, forced the home series against South Africa to be called off midway. According to the BCCI release, the selection committee met via video conferencing on Monday to pick the 3 squads. India is playing 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and 4 Test series match against Australia. Virat Kohli will pilot the teams. One big omission from all the 3 squads is Rohit Sharma, who is currently sitting out of Mumbai Indian games due to an injury. The BCCI said they are continuing to monitor his and Ishant Sharma's progress. Apart from the squads, 4 additional bowlers have been named to travel with the contingent. They are Kamlesh Nagarkoti, Kartik Tyagi, Ishan Porel and T. Natarajan. And finally, in Meghalaya, a mid-term review meeting on planning and implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission in the state was conducted through video conferencing on Monday. State officials presented the progress report to the National Jal Jeevan Mission. Meghalaya has around 5,89,000 rural households, and the state is planning to provide 204,000 households with tap connections in 2020-21. In the midterm review, it was noted that Meghalaya is planning to cover its more than 1,600 villages with 100% tap connection in 2020-21. Under the Jal Jeevan Mission during 2020-21, the state has been allocated an amount of over 114 crore rupees, of which 28 crore 52 lakh has already been released to the state. To end the news, the headlines once again. India-US hold 2+2 dialogue, signed 5 agreements, decide to uphold rules-based international order. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges people not to drop their guard against COVID-19 during the festive season. Union Road and Highways Minister lays foundation for 9 projects in Tripura, says they will boost trade ties with Bangladesh. COVID recovery rate goes past 90%, fatality rate falls to global low of 1.5%. BCCI announces Indian squads for upcoming tour for Australia. 4 more bowlers find a place in teams. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain social distancing, frequently use soap and sanitizer, and properly use the mask for your own security. Mask Up India. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.